Alright, so this is my mock draft. I'm gonna do the first 10 picks. The draft is obviously tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes out, the things go out. But here's what I think. Uh, with the first overall pick, St. Louis Rams select Sam Bradford, quarterback. I guess I'm confused when Sue left a trail of bodies at Nebraska last season. Everyone agreed that dude is a wrecking machine. He's definitely the number one overall pick. Then the season ended and everyone started picking Sue apart. He turned 23 in January. The track record for defense tackle or going first isn't great. I'm not so sure Jerome McCoy isn't better. You gotta grab a franchise quarterback here if you can get one, just like Sam Bradford. So with the second overall pick, the Detroit Lions select Nadama Kudus, so defense tackle. Give the Lions a franchise guys on both sides of the ball. And that's before we get to Sue's character. He's a really good person. He just donated $2.6 million to Nebraska. Are they definitely gonna take him? Of course not. They have reportedly open to trading down. Just take this dude already. We want to watch a good Detroit game on Thanksgiving before we die. So yeah. Number three overall, Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Jerome McCoy, defensive tackle. One of those picks that makes you wish that the NFL draft like we were, with 32 GMs crammed around the long table, magazines and cheat sheets strewn everywhere. The Bucks taking their sweet time at number three, and a couple of other GMs finally getting pissed and saying, "Come on, we all know you're taking McCoy. He's the best pick by far. I don't want to be here until 2 in the morning. Just effing take him. Effing take him." Washington, and this is a shock for most of you guys. A trade. Yes, Washington wants a left tackle to protect McNabb. Picking next, Kansas City Chiefs doesn't need a left tackle, which means Saul Kuna Trent Williams could be there at number 7, a spot where Cleveland wants a playmaker on defense. So that might be happening. Here's what I think. Cleveland trades now their 7th overall this year, their 85 and number 92 to Washington for their 4th overall and the 3rd rounder 103. With the trade, the Cleveland select Eric Berry's safety. Uh, One of many things that bugs me about the NFL draft, everyone, and I mean everyone, agrees that Eric Berry is one of four, no doubt, about the arbiters in this draft. He quite possibly be the next Ed Reed, and pretty. That's a pretty good. What's that called? A pretty good kind of respect given to him. And with the fifth pick, Kansas City Chiefs a trade again. Uh, and I think because no obvious pick, plus you got some great guys in at 3rd round and 2nd round who could be really good for that team. So they trade to Washington. They so the Washington trades their number 7 and number 92 pick to the Kansas City for their 5th overall pick, and Washington don't trade and they take Trent Williams, Oklahoma. Uh, that that will be fun, I guess, because the Redskins made 2 jumps and jumped 18 spots in the 3rd round and landed their tackle at a slightly lower cap spot. Williams get the edge over Russell Wilson only because he's gained momentum in the past few weeks. And the good news for Okun, if he isn't top tackle drafted, he will get his own all-star team. And Seattle Seahawks select Russell Okun left tackle. And that is, I guess you can say a no-brainer because he's the best player on the board, and they maybe could go for CJ Spiller, but that might be a trade. So just look out for that. So we got Kansas City Chiefs, who, if you know, the Redskins traded, so now they have the 7th overall pick, and they pick Brian Beluga, offensive tackle. He's a really good. He's a really good player, a really good tackle who will give you most of his. He will give you 100% uh, every game, and he's a. I think he's a pretty good offensive tackle, but anything could happen with Oakland if they don't trade Ben, with the Steelers for Ben Roethlisberger, then they will most likely take Dan Williams, defensive tackle, because uh, well, well, the real shame if the Raiders hadn't already dumped their 2011 number one pick for Richard Seymour. They could have offered two number one picks to Pittsburgh for Ben Roethlisberger, who immediately would have become the most perfect Raider since Ken Stabler. Oh, like that Oakland fans would have judged him. Come on, just win. That's all they want. Number 9, the Buffalo Bills select Anthony Davis. They can't take Jimmy Carson here. Putting a young quarterback behind a bad line on a bad team in bad weather for a bad coach wouldn't be fair. I do not approve. Speaking of Buffalo, 2010 Bills brain trust constants of 91-year-old owner, a 70-year-old general manager who has never been a GM before, and a 58-year-old coach who has only 2 years of NFL head coach on his resume, or as some people call it, the dream team. And this might be really funny. Jacksonville Jaguars trade right here. The Jacks can actually talk Pete Carroll into into. Look, if you don't trade up for C.J. Spiller right now, you're trading this pick to someone else. Scenario, right? All the part of me wants Carroll to ban Spiller takes trade for Matt Leinart and sign Reggie Bush just because it will be fun to have that trio back together. Only this time, Leinart and Bush would be getting paid over the table. So so at the 10th overall pick, let's just say Seattle trade for their 14th and their second rounder and their third rounder to Jacksonville's number 10, second rounder and their no wait, third rounder and their fourth rounder. And Seattle Seahawks take their guy, C.J. Spiller, and that about wraps it up. Uh, I will give you the draft review, and I will see if I got correct or if I got wrong. But I'm really excited for tomorrow's draft, and hope Sam Bradford goes first and he becomes a great quarterback. But I also like Jimmy Carson, so I'll see what happens.